Hello everyone, back again with another video. So this one's going to be a shorter one than my usual things, which I'm sure people will be glad about. So VHS pickups. So I've only picked up 5. I'll put a link in the description to the place I got them from. I think it's called Retro Bristol, shop in Brislington, a place near where I live. So I'm sure you've seen Sammy's video where I picked up about 10 or so for Sammy G's World of Cinema. Leave a link to him below. I'm sure everybody knows Sammy, great guy and really good YouTube channel. Sent them over to him. Obviously, he sent me the money and things. Picked up a few for myself. Sammy gave the shop a shout out, so I'll give one as well. But yeah, anybody that sort of lives in the Bristol area, really good shop. They sell like 70s, 80s, 90s toys. Sell a lot of old computer games. Got quite a lot of my Mega Drive games from there for the collection. A lot of VHS, they're all in really good condition, really good prices. Really nice to go in and have a look through. Yeah, so obviously, about once a month or every 3 weeks, I do a pickups video where I show like all the new Blu-rays, DVDs, and mostly Blu-rays and 4Ks, should I say, that I've picked up. A few DVDs and a few VHS. I will probably show these again in the big pickups video, but I thought I'll just go over these as a little sort of VHS special one. So I've got the Street Fighter in like a nice cardboard case. So this did have like a plastic shrink wrap around it. And first of all, I thought it was sealed. And then obviously once I bought it, I noticed the tape comes out the bottom. Sonny Chiba, pretty sure. Let me double check. Yeah, so meet the meanest karate master ever to rule the streets. He's Sonny Chiba, the greatest martial arts sensation since Bruce Lee. Chiba explodes as Terry Seguri, a freelance one-man terrorist group who was hired to spring a killer from prison. He succeeds only to find he and the killer have become sworn enemies, leaving the Street Fighter facing the most lethal challenge of his career. It's 1 hour 31 minutes, directed by M. Suzuki, Ken Kamaza, and Reginald Jones. So 3 chefs, hopefully don't spoil the broth. Can't say I think I've seen this when I was a kid. Used to watch loads of martial arts films then, but haven't seen it in a while. I can't remember anything about it. Don't know if you can see that on the back, but you've got Return of the Street Fighter, The Street Fighter's Last Revenge, and Sister Street Fighter. I think Sister Street Fighter has come out on Arrow Video, gave it a release. So yeah, this is a collector's edition. You can see that there. This film is in a letterbox format and contains 3 original theatrical trailers, so I guess it's for those 3. But yeah, really nice condition. New Line Cinema, owned by Bob Shea. They also released Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm sure people know. Few other big films I'm trying to think of. So I think they released most of Peter Jackson's films, especially Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so quite happy with that one. Yeah, I did see, coincidentally, I'll pick this up, then Stuart George did a video showing his sort of cardboard ones. So I was like, oh, man, coincidentally got myself a nice cardboard one. I think that was £2. Not sure everybody will appreciate or know what this is, but yeah, favourite from my childhood. When I was about 5 years old, I used to go around my auntie's house, should I say, with my 2 cousins who were a bit younger, and they'd have this recorded on VHS, and we'd watch it, and then at the end of the video was a load of music videos, and one of them was, I don't know if anybody remembers the 80s song, The Only Way Is Up by Yaz, and that used to play as soon as this ended. For some reason, I've always associated that song with this. Yeah, I really like the art on it. Had this on DVD years ago, gave it to one of my friends, I think it's a woman I was sort of living with as like a lodger. Her son was really into Scooby-Doo, so I gave him I think I lent it to him and then just forgot to get it back when I left. Moved into a different place. So yeah, I did have it on DVD and lost it, so nice to get it on VHS. And yeah, this is really lovely. Don't know if you could see that then. Don't want the tape to fall out on the floor. Really lovely edition, really nice and clean, no damage. I think this was also £2. But yeah, some genuinely funny bits in this. So if anyone's seen Hotel Transylvania with, is it Adam Sandler does the voice of Count Dracula? I think they've got a lot of their ideas from this one. So in this, you've got all the monsters together and they're having like a race. You've got like the Mummy, Frankenstein's monster, obviously Dracula. Shaggy turns into a werewolf. You've got these 2 hunchback brothers called the Hunch Bunch, which are always setting up these plans of flying a little helicopter, which are really funny. Yeah, there's all the different sort of monsters, Creature from the Black Lagoon, I think, Invisible Man, and they're all having dinner at this like buffet. And obviously they're eating like eyeballs and horrible things, and Yeah, I think a lot of that they sort of got the idea for in um, Hotel Transylvania, which I do really enjoy. But I'd say this is better and funnier. Yeah, there's quite a few funny jokes. Count Dracula is really funny in it. There's a bit where it's called Igor, but he's like a half werewolf. Sounds bad, but if anyone remembers the footballer called Carlos Tevez, he kind of looks like the werewolf Igor hunchback monster. But yeah, there's one bit when he's breathing real close to Count Dracula, and then he says, "Move back, Igor, you're wilting my collar." So yeah, some quite like witty lines in it, I think. But yeah, one of my childhood favourites. So looking forward to watching that again once I get a VHS player. Should be getting some money for Christmas, so I'm going to use that to buy one. This I've never seen, Remains of the Day. But yeah, Stuart George talking about it on his Stuart George's home movies on his channel. Really recommended it. I think he had this as number one of his Anthony Hopkins films. So yeah, I'll give anything a go of Anthony Hopkins. Such an amazing actor. Also stars Emma Thompson from Nanny McPhee in other things, but that's the one coming off the top of my head. 129 minutes, so not too long. Yeah, probably not usually the sort of thing I'd pick up, like a kind of historical drama. I think Stuart said it's set before World War II, and he's like a butler. But yeah, obviously just heard good things about this, especially from Stuart, so I thought I'd pick it up and give it a try. I think that one again was £2. Jurassic Park. So I do own this on the DVD box set. Again, one I haven't upgraded onto Blu-ray or 4K. Actually, let me just quickly show you the inside Remains of the Day. I was hoping some of these, you know, when you open them and they show all the sort of, not adverts, what's the word? All the other video tapes you can buy from like the same production company that released it, but yeah, it doesn't really seem to be any in these kind of ones. But yeah, all really good condition. Most of them even look like they've been rewound, to be fair. Don't know whether people do that before they trade it in or... But yeah, obviously, this one of my favourite films ever. I absolutely loved this as a kid. Best experience I've ever had in a cinema when I watched this when it came out. I was about 9. Yeah, I watch it still nowadays. Still really holds up. Still the best of all these Jurassic Park / Jurassic World movies. One of my favourite Steven Spielberg's. Sam Neill, one of my favourite actors. Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough. Great cast. Effects still good. Not dated really nowadays. Yeah, with the VHS, I'm trying to only sort of mostly collect ones that are some of my favourite films ever, like this, RoboCop, Shawshank Redemption, or ones that meant a lot to me as a kid. So ones like Cares, Scum, Small Soldiers, the ones I watched when I was young that kind of shaped my movie tastes and things, I would say. So yeah, try not to go too mad on buying these VHS, but yeah, Jurassic Park 1 I had to get, I think this was about £3. Mine basically came to £11. I think there was 4 £2 and one at £3. Maybe this was a bit more expensive. So The Abyss in widescreen. So James Cameron. First watched this on TV, I think on my own. Really enjoyed it, especially the effects under the water, like the water snake thing. Then I watched it around my mate's house with his parents when it was on TV. He was about 15, maybe a bit older. We all really enjoyed it. And then I don't think it's one I've ever really owned on like DVD or anything. So I haven't seen it in years, although... Yeah, well, it does show a bit of the water snake there. I don't know if you can see that. Star, Ed Harris, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, Michael Biehn. Oh, I forgot he was in it. Music by Alan Silvestri, obviously directed by James Cameron. Can't see who does the... director of photography, Michael Salomon. 1992. Oh, I thought it was a bit older then. Not that it seems dated, I just... thought it was like a late 80s. 164 minutes, so quite long. Yeah, this is like the widescreen special edition. I also got this one for Sammy G. I think he had the slightly different, maybe his was like the collector's edition. I think his was widescreen, but it wasn't known as special edition. Yeah, really nice. Oh, yeah, lovely interior on that. Don't know if you can see that with the glare. Let me get a better angle. Yeah, don't really see many with artwork like that inside the sleeve. So quite, and yeah, really good condition tape. Yeah, so I'll put a link in the description to the name of this place I got all these videos from. Can stop it there because it's quite a miracle I've managed to do a video under 10 minutes, although still took 10 minutes to speak about 5 VHS, so goes to prove how much I waffle on. Yeah, anybody that collects their VHS and things, hopefully you'll find this interesting. Yeah, check out the shop if you're local. Thanks everybody, bye.